What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about how the narcissist thought you would play the game with them forever. Now, we're all familiar with the narcissist hoovering, how they pop up every now and again, hoping that they can get you back somehow, either through gifts or invitations to something. Narcissists, they have to boost themselves up to do that. It's not like something they just do out the blue, but it looks like that to you. Trust me, they're boosting themselves up to do that. And notice how they're just the way they were when they first came in your life. They want things to move so fast. You know, it's like they almost don't leave you with a choice. They make the decisions for you. That's how they are with the pop-up hoovers when they come back around. You know, it's like they talking fast. It's just like they're all over the place. They're nervous. They had to boost themselves up to come at you that way because they know how bad they have treated you. So trust me, it may seem like they're being bold, but they're not. They're really cowards. So I want to talk about how they thought you would play this game with them forever. Say, for example, some time has went by, a lot of time, maybe even years. And in between that time, you have run into people or people have noticed you and they ask you about the narc because from what they recall, you were so close at one time and you all had good times together, but you rather not get into it. And that's when you know you're healing, when you don't even have to talk about that no more. You don't have to explain yourself. You moved on. You don't care to talk about that. You don't have the energy for that anymore, and you shouldn't even give it energy or attention. So you just kind of pass it over like, oh yeah, yep, haven't seen them in a while, and you just kind of get off the subject. That's the right way to answer to when people ask you about the narc and y'all past relationship. See, the narc thought you would play that game with them forever. So they're hoping that when they're brought up, that you would speak highly of them, or you would say you miss those days too and things like that. The middle person will sometimes try to play the peacemaker, which they should never do. They should never do that. That's why it's good to set boundaries with everybody in your life. Not knowing that this person will go back and say something to the narc, but they do. Sometimes they go back and say things in hopes to get things back the way it was. And you don't want that. They want it, and the narcissist definitely wants it. So they never really give up on you. It's just that they allow things to be the way it is because you're so far away from them, you're so out of reach. It's just like they're not putting in an effort to try to do all that. But if you are in close proximity of them, yeah, they'll try to holler at you again. So the thing about it is, well, the point I'm getting to is when people go back and relay these messages to narcissists, they assume that maybe you would want to see them again. So they pop back up and, they come with the hoovering. Maybe even the love bombing after so much time, but most likely hoovering if a lot of time, like months or years have went by. They probably just come back trying to hoover you. The narcissists know they did damage that can't be repaired and you don't want to repair it. The narcissists know when you have moved on. Again, they think you will play this game with them forever. So they have the audacity to approach you like we could just go back to what we were. Again, they're going by something someone else told them. The person make them think that maybe there's a chance at friendship again between y'all. They pop up and you're like, where's this coming from? And then you think back, oh, I know you talk to such and such. So of course you decline it. You don't have no time for them. No time at all. They feel that and they're angry all over again. Just like it happened back when the discard first started, whether you did it or they did it. So now they back to trying to punish you because they can't get to you. And the person who came back and made them think they have a chance with you again, now they're using this person to smear you. And the people don't never see, like, well, maybe it's not them, maybe it's you. Because if you have a hard time dealing with, you know, ending a friendship, why are you trying to hurt them? They don't have a hard time letting go. Why do you have a hard time letting go? So it's just like people easily believe things the narcissists say. They play on people's emotions and they get them to side with them. And then it's just a cycle that keeps repeating itself when it comes to the narcissist and punishments and things like that. And they thought that you would always play that game with them. And they think now that, okay, even the game of discard, even the game of punishment, whatever they could get out of you, they'll go for it. You want to play the game dirty, we could play it dirty. You want to play nice, then we definitely could play nice because that's what I want. And it feeds me. Thing about it is, you're not trying to play with them at all. And they don't get it. I don't want to be bothered with you. I moved on and you should too. They can't do that. They can't. Because the moment you decline any invitation, the moment that you just show them you're not interested anymore, is when the punishment starts all over again. They're thinking of the first way they could get back at you to hurt you, because you're hurting them only because they came at you nice. Because they came at you nice, they deserve some type of reward, and the reward is you. Well, I don't want to be bothered with you. So now they're mad and they're back where they used to be, trying to hurt you. And you'll notice this when the narcissists, they show up in places where they haven't been. And then you're like, that's crazy. They hanging out there a lot lately. Or they come into your job. They realize that, okay, well now, since I know where she work and such told me that, maybe it's a chance at friendship again. I pop up and talk to them. Now they know where you work at, and that's a disaster. Like, people should never do that. They shouldn't do it, but I know they don't be thinking, especially someone who's not aware of a narcissist. So now they know where you work at. And you notice these random things just start happening again. That's because the narc thought that you would play that game with them forever. They really thought that you would be open to the big return. And now that you're not, it's the big payback. So they may be calling your job, making false claims about you doing something outside of work. They may just pop up on the job just to make your life miserable by complaining about things. They may be trying to get close to people at your job some kind of way, or anywhere you're affiliated with, just to let you know I'm here and I'm here to hurt you. I'm going to show you, you're not going to get away with this. They do that. And that's the type of games that they play the best. They're already a liar. They're known for lying about everything about them. They lie to get you. They lie to punish you. And they'll lie to destroy you. Narcissists cannot be trusted. It's a good thing to get away from them and stay away from them. And it's sad that you have to find ways to deal with them, for your own peace and sanity. Because trust me, they're going to make your life miserable when they come back around. They're going to try to. But they see it's going to be a little harder. They got to put in more work to do that because you've moved on. But because you moved on, they just hate you all over again. And so it's like, they thought you would play that game with them forever. And when you show them that you're not, just prepare yourself for what's to come and, come up with ways to deal with it so that you don't really have to go through that all over again.